Good morning! Today is day 106, and we are in Matthew 22, starting in verse 1, and we're going to be reading through verse 14. So this is the parable of the wedding feast. As was his custom, Jesus continued to teach the people by using allegories. He illustrated the reality of heaven's kingdom realm by saying, "There once was a king who arranged an extravagant wedding feast for his son. On the day of the festivities were set to begin, he sent his servants to summon all the invited guests, but they chose not to come. So the king sent even more servants to inform the invited guests, saying, 'Come, for the sumptuous feast is now ready. Take oxen and fattened cattle. The oxen and fattened cattle have been killed, and everything is prepared, so come. Come to the wedding feast for my son and his bride.' But the invited guests were not impressed. One was preoccupied with his business, another went off with his farming enterprise, and the rest seized the king's messengers and shamefully mistreated them and even killed them. This infuriated the king, so he sent his soldiers to execute those murderers and had their city burned to the ground. Then the king said to the servants, 'The wedding feast is ready, yet those who have been invited to attend didn't deserve the honor. Now I want you to go into the streets and alleyways and invite anyone and everyone you find to come and enjoy the wedding feast in honor of my son.'" So good. So the servants went out into the city streets and invited everyone to come to the wedding feast, good and bad alike, until the banquet hall was crammed with people. Now when the king entered the banquet hall, he looked with glee over all the guests. But then he noticed a guest who was not wearing the wedding robe provided for him. So he said, "My friend, how is it that you're here and you're not wearing your wedding garment?" But the man was speechless. Then the king turned to his servant and said, "Tie him up and throw him into the outer darkness, where there will be great sorrow with weeping and grinding of teeth. For everyone is invited to enter, but few respond in excellence." So good.